Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining today's Broadband World Forum session on accelerating seamless connectivity via the OpenRAN mobile network. Today, we have special guest Rakuten Mobile. I'm Andrew Bender, Chief Technology Officer at DZS, a growing company providing fixed and mobile broadband solutions and infrastructure for 5G and 10G class networks. I'm here with Devesh Guatam, Head of Edge Platforms at Rakuten Mobile. Devesh, good to see you again. Please tell us about your background and your role at Rakuten.
Thanks, Andrew, for inviting me for this Open RAN discussion. And this is one of the key topic and which definitely we want to discuss because we are kind of a flag bearer in this industry to have the Open RAN, make it stable and make it more deployable across the world. So my name is Devesh Guatam. I joined Rakuten almost 2 years back and started working on to make more agile and exciting journey of the Rakuten mobile network. Um, my role is to create a platform which can have the low latency applications, which can enable all the workloads in the network, be it a RAN as a telco, be it a core, be it other edge compute use cases like a CDN, media streaming, and the gaming experience in the Japan to enable across our users as well as to grow to grow globally uh, along with the Japan market.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Devesh. It's pretty exciting, the story of Rakuten as an emerging player in the mobile scene in Japan. Over 1 million subscribers online now, from what I understand. It's a highly competitive network offering, and I think you guys have surprised a lot of the skeptics, being a new entrant to the market. Tell us a bit about how the deployment is going with this Open RAN centric approach that you have, and any updates you can provide us with about your plans in this area.
Yeah, so thanks for asking this question. Actually, this is a there are so many skeptics, and the Open RAN as a concept. The main thing is how the industry is accepting it. That is the main uh, point right now. Open RAN just not applicable for 5G. It's for any G. And when we started as a Rakuten, as a 4G, the first thing which we did, and as our platform building, we just segregated our hardware and software part, and that allowed us to have a platform kind of architecture with open APIs to talk any kind of access in our network, as well as my workloads, RAN workloads can talk to any third party interfaces at the same time and provide the agility to scale up and scale down at the same time according to the need of the customer and the geography. So we started with LT, and that was also Open RAN, which uh, that is also virtualized RAN, where we did the split. We gone ahead with the front haul, mid haul phenomena, and we achieved lots of phenomenal milestones. Currently, our network is over more than million subscribers, uh, more than 99.5% accessibility, availability, and retainability for our users. And even though we have segregated all the transports in three splits in the front haul, mid haul, and back haul, still in entire Japan, we are having the lowest latency experience to our user with our 4G network. And that is our phenomena to even more to achieve more in the 5G with the ORAN concept. So far it's going very good, and we are achieving what we have thought and what we have designed from the Open RAN perspective.
Yeah, I think one of the key things you mentioned there, Devesh, is how as the subscriber needs change and the services change, having a network that can be flexible, not only for your growth, but also for those changing appetites of the consumers and users are important. course, with the rise of 5G, we think about mobile access, traditional use cases, but also a fixed broadband access or fixed wireless access type of proposition being a possibility as well. We as DZS have been a key enabler for your network. We've been working together in this capacity, providing front haul equipment in that OpenRAN architecture. I would say your approach there is maybe a first of its kind in having a diverse OpenRAN ecosystem that's been successfully deployed this way. Can you talk to us about your experience with the integration of these systems, why you've taken that approach, and maybe some of the benefits you're realizing from this open ecosystem approach?
Yeah, so Andrew, if you see right now where the user needs are growing, so in future when 5G is going to be more deeper inside the house and over across everywhere, the user demands it's going to be a limitless. Just see the application related to IoT. And inside the home, everything is getting automated. Uh, there are applications which are providing the best user experience. The video analytics, video demands are increasing day by day. At the same time, you should have the agile platform which can accommodate all types of third party interfaces, and that agility definitely you will get with the open ran kind of architecture and interfaces, where you can optimize your network according to these needs. How about that if you are having a box and fully conceptualized open RAN box without so many wires, and it's providing you the gigabit access to cater all your needs inside the home. So that is the concept which we are moving towards, and FWA is definitely one of the need. It's going to grow many folds in coming years. So we are definitely looking for that. Now people don't want only the internet access inside the house. They definitely need a gigabit connectivity to play the low latency games. They want to play uh, the games which can be multi users across the globe. Okay, and the all kind of utilities which they are using as part of the IoT applications inside the house. And the FWA along with the Open RAM, it's going giving us all kind of agility. Plus one more important point I just would like to make it, the major differentiator, be it VRAN or ORAN, is the fully automated system and automation. So how flexible your network is to accommodate all open interfaces and get this automated. You can create the automated mops to detect auto detect your failures and recapture it and automatically reheal it. That is going to become a key for open ran kind of architectures. So this is the way which we are moving, and that is the industry we are looking forward to it, for even for the home broadband users as well.
So you brought up a good point there about flexibility. Obviously, with the rise of 5G, new spectrum that's being released or anticipated with the new radio access layer, densification is something that we talk about. I know from our work together, Rakuten is doing a lot of small cells or a lot of edge network deployments that in terms of providing access there at the street level and in maybe non-traditional sites, which are necessary to provide that broadband experience and getting close to the user. Flexibility, however, it depends on an important thing that you mentioned, automation. When you're deploying at scale, when you have that densification, and automation success in turn depends on software defined and open interfaces for you to be able to control the network and be able to make things work at scale there. So the topic of our track here is seamless connectivity. Obviously, Rakuten's challenge is to make this complicated open network appear seamless, and including through that broadband experience with the different applications, new use cases like video, connected home, and so forth that might be over the wireless network. What challenges do you see, Devesh, in terms of providing that seamless 5G connectivity, and how are you addressing these issues? Maybe what is your message to vendors as you're solving for this 5G seamless connectivity challenge?
Yeah. So on the seamless connectivity, point of view for 5G especially, the challenges which we are facing right now about the accommodating all kind of access technologies at the radio side and providing the seamless coverage. Uh, so what our strategy is, we are going to, from the 5G perspective, we are going to utilize both millimeter wave and sub 6 band, and we are definitely going to provide the street level coverage. Plus, we are having a massive strategy for the FWA, as we just spoke, to get more closer to the user and provide all kind of telco plus services to the users to fulfill all their needs and reach very close to them. So the challenges which we are facing right now, and from the vendor community, we definitely would like to ask to create a product which should become a very adaptive to integrate with any kind of ecosystem, be it platform side, be it from the manageability perspective. For example, netconf is one of the current interface which is providing more agility for any kind to accommodate any kind of RAN interfaces or RAN products, as well as the products which we are deploying in the data centers to create a kind of suite where you can manage all the products very effectively. So there are solutions which are already available from lock-in, available from the vendors like old telecom gear providers, but we would like to grow with the our partners and vendors. Those are very much open-minded on the open interfaces and open API concepts, where we can accommodate them with our open orchestrator and platforms, and we can achieve more things together and more flexibility as well.
So from my perspective, you guys have done a good job really evangelizing the need for openness, but on the other hand, creating and motivating the ecosystem, because both things are required, right? One is the open interfaces, and then really in practice, it's having vendors work together. So we're there at the front haul layer, there's a radio system vendor, there's CUDU vendors. In many cases, they might be different for 4G and 5G, but they need to interoperate in one seamless network. And I think you have developed a successful model for how to make that happen, because we've gone into service together. So I think that's a success story. So the amazing success that you've had in rapidly scaling your deployment has led to this platform idea that you've created internally for your own purposes, what we might call Rakuten Communications Platform. But I understand there's the vision to syndicate this or extend this on a wholesale basis to other service providers who are looking to ramp up into ORAN or trying to leverage this architecture for their own. What can you tell us about this platform, the interest that you've seen there, and where the future may lie in this aspect?
Yeah, so what we have done so far here in terms of the platform from the vRAN perspective, as well as the major work which we did here on the automation side, we are working on the first end-to-end cloud native platform, which is having all native functionalities of the Kubernetes, and plus what we have learned so far in the Rakuten in terms of the automation. And RCP is the first multi-tenant global telco platform, enabling all the CSPs with the XaaS as well as for the subscription model as well. So this is basically built for the telco industry and optimized for the real-time use cases. It's an application agnostic and designed as and for the cloud native application totally. And the DNA is completely open to accommodate anything, anywhere, and anytime. And this is the interest and the global interest which we are receiving from our fellow partners and the providers. We are having so many ongoing conversations with 50 plus CSPs right now, and this is going to be become a kind of marketplace for open innovations and for the open source ecosystem. And anybody can come and join, and we can go together anywhere with our end-to-end cloud native platform that is a Rakuten communication platform.
What I've heard in your statements, there are a lot of focus on the software aspect of the solution, and I know from our work together, there's a lot of focus on the decomposition of what was a traditional hardware-based network into very software-intensive architecture. Even in edge network devices, RAN and in access devices, transport elements that are in the network now, providing those software functions in an environment that connects together with transport, the low latency requirements, and so forth. So it's pretty exciting space, and in a great way to innovate. I think you're doing a good job driving the vendors, including us, to take interesting steps in this area. So with that, Devesh, I want to thank you for joining us today to talk about your journey, all the exciting things that Rakuten is doing, and Rakuten Mobile specifically. Thanks again for joining us in this year's virtual edition of the Broadband World Forum. And we look forward to hearing more exciting news from you and the Rakuten Mobile team soon.
Yeah, surely. Thank you. Thanks, Andrew.